There we go. There you have it. 4-0 at full time. A Derby Day hammering handed out by Millwall to Charlton. 2 goals in injury time. But do not be fooled by those 2 goals. This wasn't a 2-0 game that just went loose and got stretched with a couple of late goals. This was really dominant by Millwall. Honestly, it could have been an absolute cricket score, 5, 6, 7, you name it. And really, from that opening goal, it was minute 7 when Millwall took the lead. They were so dominant in this one and so deserving of the win. And it almost got to the point at half-time where you're wondering, is this going to be one of those peculiar games where one side is dominant, misses a load of chances, and then the opponent nicks a goal and you're like, how have they got something out of this? Fortunately, if you, I don't know, unless you're a Charlton fan, if you kind of believe in moralistically that the better team should win every football match, that's the way it went, and Millwall were by far the better team. That opening goal went in off Kane. Ramsey, I don't know what he's doing there on the back stick there. The cross goes in from Aziz. Touch and go on the offside, but I'm kind of all right with it because Ramsey's not looking at the ball remotely. He's just trying to stop Josh Coburn. More from him in a minute. And Kaminsky kind of pats it out and it bimbles in off Ramsey for an own goal. So it kind of resets when Kaminsky touches it, doesn't he? And yeah, from then on, just some heinous misses, I have to say. I mean, Millwall fans can probably laugh about it now, but if they do get in the playoffs, they cannot finish like that. Coburn, free header, should just head it into the far corner. Aziz, 6, 7 yards out, arriving on the left foot, should finish, misses his kick. And then, Coburn's miss, my God. Aziz dribbles it all the way down the left-hand side, pops it across the box, and Coburn is literally 4 yards out and shanks it wide of the post. Incredible miss. Big thank you there, Stuart, for the super chat there. Much obliged, matey. And at half-time, I know people exaggerate when they say it could have been 4-0. People exaggerate when they're talking about anything, but people exaggerate when they're talking about football to make their opinions sound a bit more, viable or credible. But it really could have been 4-0 at half-time. I've literally outlined all the chances there. And then you're looking, can Charlton kind of cash in on their, on Millwall's bad finishing, frankly, and come strong in the second half? No, it was more of the same, wasn't it? But Millwall just could not get the second goal. And we got a whole slew of substitutions and Charlton trying to make something happen. We had the Sky TV pointing their cameras at Daniel Day-Lewis and Gary Oldman every 2 minutes as well. But in the end, Millwall really got what they deserved. Caleb Taylor heads in from a set play to make it 2-0. And you're kind of like, okay, this is a game where Millwall made loads and they're going to win 2-0. But then in stoppage time, Kundal forces a rebound from a corner after the excellent Aziz gets taken down from a foul. Negley misses the penalty and squares it back across the box and is kind of forced over the goal line. And then Ramsey, bless him, the right-sided centre-back for Charlton, who had a bad day, scored the own goal. Horrible defensive header. Heads it straight to Imaku, who's one of the subs. He gets it out of his feet, drills it in left-footed, and it is 4-0. And a lot of the times when this happens and a side scores a couple in stoppage time, you're like, that sucks a little bit, doesn't it? And that's exaggerated the scoreline. And what do people say? That flattered Millwall. It did not flatter Millwall in the slightest. 23 shots to 3 in this game. An XG of 3.91 by Millwall. And again, 4-0 doesn't flatten Millwall. If it was 6 or 7, maybe that would have flattened Millwall. But it was an absolute hammering by Millwall. I could mention there's a penalty shout in the first half. To be fair to Charlton, there was one odd decision where Dykes got whistled for handball when they did get one of their 3 shots. His shot is then parried. Everyone stops and the the follow-up is stuck into the back of the net. But the foul had already been given, or the handball decision had already been given. So, from a Charlton point of view, you've just got to erase that. Just absolute men against boys in this one. They got bullied. They got beaten by a much better team today on the day. And I think the league table will tell you that a much better team overall. 14 places difference, with Charlton hoping to stay out of the bottom 6 today. And Millwall well in the top 4 and 6 points off Middlesbrough, who have also won in the earlies today in terms of the automatics. And Millwall are just a good side, aren't they? I know they're very, very good at home. They'd had a run away from home where they'd won 1 in 7 or something, hadn't they? But Kramer and Aziz are excellent down that right-hand side together. Mitchell and Denor, nice and solid in central midfield. The two centre-backs are huge, but they protect them fairly nicely. And then they're a real threat from set pieces, aren't they? The only blot on Millwall's copybook today is they just couldn't shoot straight, could they? That's all I can say bad about Millwall, is that they actually should have won 5-6, 7-0 today rather than 4-0. But first world problems for Millwall, and they are massively in the playoff shake-up. You know, we have 17 games to play and they have a 7-point cushion, albeit Watford play later today and have 2 games in hand. But I don't know. Can they look even further up? I know it's a 6-point gap, and the sort of wisdom that goes around the Championship is it's a 3-horse race between Coventry, Middlesbrough and Ipswich for second place. But this is a good side, Millwall. And they ran Coventry close in midweek. They've taken 6 points. They're in rare old form, and they have absolutely battered Charlton today. Millwall 4, Charlton 0.